Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Peace and power, family. This is your brother Baba Amin Ojuwo. This is the morning build. Let's pay some bills first.
For more than 3 decades, I've been on a mission to empower, educate, and uplift our youth. Today, I'm reaching out to you for an initiative that's close to my heart, the Uhuru Academy's global Kwanzaa celebration and fundraiser. This isn't just any fundraiser. It's not just any celebration. It's a call to action. A call to support an institution that stands as a pillar of strength and knowledge in our community. The Uhuru Academy is more than a school. It's a haven where our children discover their roots, embrace their identity, and gear up to lead the future. As we celebrate Kwanzaa, the festival of unity, umoja, self-determination, or kujichagulia, and collective work and responsibility, or ujima, we're reminded of our shared goals to nurture minds, to preserve our heritage, and to pass on the torch of wisdom and courage. Your support will directly impact our students, funding resources, enhancing programs, helping our global expansion, and ensuring that the Uhuru Academy continues to be a fortress of learning and cultural pride. This Kwanzaa, let's unite in faith and purpose. Donate to our cause. Donate to our school. Spread the word and be a part of a movement that's shaping the future of our community one young leader at a time. Join us. Empower, educate, elevate, because our children are the architects of tomorrow, and the journey begins with us today. Thank you in advance for your support. Peace.
Peace and power, family. It's time we dive deep into our story from our perspective. I'm Baba Amin Ojuwo, and I'm bringing you the Uhuru Academy's Global Black History course. See, this ain't just about dates and names. This course is about understanding who we are, where we come from, and the greatness within us. From the ancient kingdoms to modern day heroes, we're exploring every corner of our rich history. See, it's about connecting the dots, seeing the big picture, and reclaiming our narrative. 6 weeks, live sessions, and a wealth of resources. We're going deep, bringing knowledge that empowers and unites. See, this is more than learning. It's a journey of self-discovery, pride, and empowerment. So join us. Be part of this transformative experience. Let's rise together, informed, proud, and unapologetic. It's our time. It's our story. Let's own it. Peace.
The Uhuru Academy overall is an amazing school from the teachers to the students. Is a place where kids can build their confidence and learn how to write, read, type, all of that good stuff. We learn our history here. We honor our ancestors, so we learn about who we are and where we come from, and I really enjoy this about this school. And like everybody's pretty much saying, it's a safe space, and we can always be able to feel like we can open up to our classmates and our teachers. So that's what I love. I love the environment in that they promote not being afraid to ask for help.
Something positive about the Uhuru Academy is this is a safe space, and you can be able to say whatever you want to say without being embarrassed. Just like how Amani said, I've been able to sometimes I can be shy talking around people, but y'all have taught me not to be shy and everything. This is a very good school. The part that I love about this is when we do ancestor reverence and African history.
I think it's the greatest school I've ever went to because you teach me about my history, and at the other schools they never taught me one thing about my history. They just taught the only black people
people they talked about at my other schools were like Carter G. Woodson, Martin Luther King, and I think that's it. So you guys helped me learn my true history.
All right, peace and power, y'all. This is your brother Baba Amin Ojuwoke, and this is the morning build. I pray that everybody out there is having a blacktastic day. I pray you had a blacktastic weekend. I know we coming up on the end of 2023. I pray that you've had a productive and positive year. You know what I'm saying? But hey, the ship keeps going, don't it? The train is still on the tracks. We still got work to do, and it's an honor to be here. We thank the creator. We thank the ancestors, just for the opportunity to be here. You know what I'm saying? And I thank the creator for the awareness of my history. I thank the creator for being able to, for being one of the ones, right, to hold our story or to hold a version, a perspective on our story that's valued by the community. You know what I'm saying? And so that global Black history course that I advertised in the beginning, that is open. Class begins in January. We're signing people up right now. You know what I'm saying? So if you if you need a little brush up, if you need a little brush up, right? Come get this story, right? Come be a part of this course. Even if you know our story, even if you've been studying our story, it's a great course for you to be in, not only to get the opportunity to see it from our perspective, but also to get an opportunity to share, right, with others who are learning, and it's really important that we create safe spaces for our people to learn. Right? A safe space where you can learn our story without somebody trying to really want something from you. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, there's a tuition on our course, but you're paying for the time. You're paying for the administrative effort that's going on. You're making that investment in learning. But other than that, we don't want nothing from you. Right? Because we have to create safe spaces for our people, which gets me into our topic today. There's an African proverb that says the crocodile's strength is in the water. I'm going to say it again. The crocodile's strength is in the water, right? I want y'all to think about a Nile crocodile, in the Nile River, the biggest reptile, one of the biggest reptiles on earth. They say that boy is the Nile crocodile is so sturdy that they believe that during prehistoric times, it looked the same, just bigger. It ain't even evolved, right? The crocodile, right? A strong creature, right? But a crocodile is only as strong as the water that is living in. You pollute that water, you kill the crocodile. You pollute that water, the crocodile got to retreat and go on land, and it can survive some time on land, but it got to get back to the what? Water. It's not at its best on land. Environment is important, right? The crocodile, the strength of the crocodile is in the water. Now think about us as a people, right? What's our water? Our communities, our environment, right? The messages, our core values and our beliefs, our culture, that's our water. And we're only as strong as our water. Yes, we are strong people. Yes, we are mighty people. But we're only as strong as our communities. We're only as strong as our core beliefs, right? And we have to create safe spaces where we can be at our best. I'm going to say that again. We only as strong as our communities. We're only as strong as our culture. We're only as strong as our belief systems. And we have to create safe spaces where we could be our best. I remember when I got into independent African-centered education over 30 years ago, and shout out to Ricky Clark, right? One of my jagnas. Shout out to Ricky Clark. I remember partnering with him when I was 18 years old, y'all, and this is the late 90s. Right, this the late 90s. The crack era is in full swing. The gang banging era is in full swing, right? And I find myself in Butler housing, which was the largest housing projects in Fort Worth, Texas. I found myself in Butler housing volunteering, right, to teach Black history and steps at a rites of passage program started by Brother Ricky Clark, who was working for the Housing Authority at that time, right? Now, Butler was not a safe space. Now, don't, first let me stop. Let me preface it by this though. It was beautiful people in Butler. There's black people in there. So you know some beautiful people in Butler housing. There was love in Butler housing too. Yeah, there was some crazy stuff going on, man. Our people were hooked on crack. They were selling crack, using crack, gang bang, all kind of drama. And all the drama that comes with poverty, it was there, right? All that was there. But in the midst of all of that, though, there was still love. And there was still a sense of family. But the community itself wasn't a safe space. It wasn't always a safe space. It definitely wasn't a safe space where people, young people, could be their best. Man, by the time we got there, you can count on one hand the amount of people that had graduated from high schools out of that community over the previous 7 years, right? I want to shout out to my Jagna Ricky Clark because he took that rent office over. You know how the apartments have the rent office, the community center. Ricky Clark took that community center over, the little rent office over, and we started the Rites of Passage program in there. And every day after school, we provided young people in that neighborhood with a safe space. And when I say safe space, I'm talking about a space where children were coming to avoid being killed, where children were coming because their house got raided that day. Children were coming because the police or somebody was looking for their mama, looking for their big brother, things like that. You could come into the Rites of Passage program. You could come up to the rent office in the middle of the hood, and you had a safe space where you could learn. And when they got into that safe space, they had a space to where they could process their feelings, learn our history, and learn how to perform. It was just a safe space. In the middle of all of that, it was just a safe space. And the program got so popular inside the community, right? They didn't call it Butler no more. They started calling it Mo Better Butler. A whole new vibe was born out of this youth program. A whole new vibe for the entire community was born in this program. We were able to talk to the OGs. We were able to talk to the people that was in the midst of the madness. They didn't touch our program because they understood that we was providing a what? A safe space. See, that's why I don't get into a lot of the back and forth and arguing and all of that over the internet. I've had so-called conscious people call and ask me about my friendships and people who I align with and that sort of thing. Like, I got to question you if you cool with such and such. And my thought is always, who are you to question me? That's always my thought. Why should I care? Why should I care whether or not you question my character based on who I'm cool with? Based on who I have a relationship with? Man, I'm out here working. I'm not out here trying to play let's make friends. I'm out here building safe spaces. And if you believe in building safe spaces, we can work. I'm not worried about if you cuss or if you say nigga or you know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about that. That's not my primary worry. My primary mission is to build safe spaces within our community where our people can be their best, where we can be at our best. If you're not a part of one of those type of initiatives, we're not going to talk long anyway. We just not. Why would we? See, the thing is, I might run into somebody that got a dashiki on, do the 5-cheek salute, you know what I'm saying, and speak 4 different African languages, but they ain't building nothing. Then I might run into a homie in the hood that say nigga and cuss and do, but he done turned a little old building in the neighborhood into a youth program, and he got children coming up in there, and he feeding them, he teaching them, they can study, and they can, most importantly, they getting away from the madness in the neighborhood. Who y'all think I want to work with? The one who memorized Dr. Ben's books, or the brother in the hood that's building safe spaces for his community? I give you 3 guesses who I'm trying to hang with and work with. I'm rocking with the brother in the hood all day long. Because I can help. If you want to know some more history or anything like, I can help with that. I can introduce them to the conscious world and all that kind of stuff. But this conscious dude over here that's disconnected from his people, oh man, I ain't got time. I ain't got time. He can follow me around if you want to, but I'm going to take him straight to the hood. I'm taking straight. You need to reconnect. I like that, man. I like it, Dashik. I like that. Yeah, that's cold. Doc Ben did say that. Dr. Amos Wilson. Yeah, I'm with that. Dr. Remember, I'm with that. Just talk to her on the phone. That's what I'm talking about. Now let's go to Butler. Now let's take that to the Black community. Now let's build a safe space for our people. Let's go. I've had so-called woke people tell me, man, you think we're going to get robbed when we go down now? Man, you think, I mean, we can set up something for the people, but are they even ready? Who are you? The arrogance of some of us when we get a little knowledge in our brain that we don't convert into constructive action. And you start hiding behind that. And I'm gonna tell you something, the strength of the crocodile is in the water. I'm gonna say it again. The strength of the crocodile is in the water. So even if you in this woke space, right? You only as strong as the environment you build around it. So y'all can get on here and debate all you want to. Where's your building? Go ahead and disprove white Jesus. Jesus ain't white. Y'all dumb for being Christians. Build something like that church then with what you believe. Because whether you see, that's what I remember when we first when we opened the Uhuru Academy. It was the original Uhuru Academy was in the alternative school. Then we moved to the church. We moved to Ricky Clark's church, Christian Community Church, right? And then we had some people in the so-called conscious community in DFW criticize us publicly. It can't be an African center school if it's in a Christian church. Now, mind you, the people that were criticizing had no building, had no space, had no building fund, hadn't built any safe spaces in the community. They was going to the bookstore. They was in somebody else's safe space. Shout out to Pan-African Connection. Shout out to Mama Akwete, who's been there for over 30 years, providing a safe space in the community in Dallas where we can go learn knowledge of self. But these people were guests in that space, criticizing us for being in a Christian church. Bruh, the strength of the crocodile is in the water. How strong are you when you ain't even got no water? Huh? When you a Pan-Africanist, when you a nationalist with no land, you're like a crocodile out of water. So don't get mad at me because I'm rocking with this Christian preacher on some Black Power shit. Because me and you can't do nothing but talk. All me and this uber conscious person could have was really good conversations. What is that going to do for the people? We sitting up in the safety of the bookstore because the bookstore is a safe space. We're in the safety of the bookstore, dropping concepts and ideas. All right, now let's go outside and go to the apartments behind the bookstore and put something in place and create a safe space in those apartments. Oh, then it got different. The conversation became different. Shout out to Dr. Oya Maya, creating safe spaces for our children to learn STEM. We did. I got my shirt on today, Doc. I got my shirt on. UACI, Uhuru Academy, Conscious Ingenuity, STEM Initiative in the house, providing safe spaces, plural, for our children to learn STEM. Science, technology, engineering, STEAM, science, technology, engineering, arts, mathematics. Shout out to Uhuru Academy, South Carolina International, providing safe spaces. The strength of the crocodile is in the water, and y'all know our water is polluted. Y'all know the Black community's water is polluted. Hell, yeah, the physical water, but the spiritual water is polluted as well. Our spiritual water is polluted. We allow everything to go on in the so-called church. The spiritual water, our churches, our temples, our mosques, the spiritual water is polluted because we're not out there putting our hands on the people. We're not out there building for the people. That water is polluted. There's still fear. There's still a fear of white people over God in our spiritual water. Yes, it is. Our education water is polluted. We send our children to schools that teach them nothing about self. We send our children to schools that criminalize them. We send our children to schools that underpay teachers, stress teachers out, run teachers off. And then they're ready to pounce on the children as soon as they make a mistake. They're ready to pounce. That system don't fail. That criminalization system don't fail. Baby going to that alternative school, baby gonna get that third party hearing. Baby gonna get put on them drugs. Baby gonna get kicked out. Those systems always work, but somehow baby can't learn how to read. Somehow baby can't get to reading level, but baby can get to juvenile. Somehow that criminal system does not fail. But we can't figure out how to get black children in the third grade how to read on level. And you don't realize that what these white folks that you're working with, what these people that you're working with, this system that you're working with is really doing is proving the inferiority of black people. That failure is not based on the skill level of the child. That failure is based on the belief that the child can't do it. And somebody's determined to get data on that. You running around like a chicken with your head cut off. Our babies can't read on level. We need to figure this out. We need to teach them how to read. Build safe spaces. They ain't got to just learn there. Build safe spaces. Look at them other folks when they don't want their children going to school with your children. Huh? What do? They annex a school district. They start their own school. They turn Crowley into North Crowley and Crowley. Organize. The strength of the crocodile is in the water. We keep trying to fix a system that has monetized our failure. Huh? Instead of building, that system won't change unless you threaten to leave. That's the only way that system is going to change. Hold on, y'all, because I'm working and working at the same time. All right, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Peace, y'all. Hey, let's go into IXL and jump back into that diagnostic. Ashe? If you finish your diagnostic, you have student choice until 11.
And then
Ashe?
You can share.
All right. All right. Y'all gonna share your creative writing with each other too?
Yeah, so Norley, you can go ahead.
All right, Kanai, you in charge. Safe spaces. Uhuru Academy Online is a safe space. Y'all see, I give them options because I know they work hard. I can trust them. I don't have to be over them with a hammer. Our children don't work like that. They just need to know that they're great. They need to know that you believe in your job as an educator is to pull that out. But we're dealing with a public school system that has monetized failure to the point to where when you find educators that are pulling that greatness out, those educators get harassed. Those educators get moved to other schools. I've witnessed it. Our approach needs to change. We need to get up every day, understanding that the strength of the crocodile is in the water. We looking at the crocodile. Woo, that crocodile strong. It ain't strong if I pour some cyanide in this water. It's not strong if I put some toxic waste in this environment. Even the crocodile will be made weak in a bad environment. Y'all, we're an incredible people because we've gone through slavery. We've gone through Jim Crow. We've gone through the heroin and crack era. And we still here. And we still fighting. And we still building. We're an incredible people, but we have to see it. I'm a little different. That's why I'm not an internet star. I'm not a YouTube star. I'm not that. I'm a worker. I'm a builder. I'm a doer. And I got things to do. When you're organizing a global community Kwanzaa event, you got things to do. When you're organizing a global Black History course, you got things to do. When you have a wife and 8 children, you got things to do. And then you got a community, the one that you live in and the one that you come from, that you're still organizing and working with on other initiatives. You got things to do because the strength of the crocodile is in the water. We have to build safe spaces. Like I say, people like, well, who you rocking with? I'm gonna tell y'all somebody that I rock with. And I'm gonna shout him out. I'm gonna shout out Charleston White. But see, I don't know the character though. Y'all know the character. I'm gonna shout out Charleston White. We go back. But I'm talking about the man, because me and the man, matter of fact, let me just shout out to Charleston White and the old man, because one of my favorite safe spaces is the spot down there in Fort Worth, where they're in the middle of the hood in Stop 6, that they done turn. It's a restaurant, it's a pool hall, but it's a safe space, man. And they be feeding the children out of there. Come on. They donated computers to the Uhuru Academy out of that safe space. They built a safe space, the nigger nation. And yeah, I'm calling them nigger nation because that's what they call themselves. Yeah, Irvin. Yeah, Cheryl. He's in character. He's doing that internet stuff. Like he say, he chose to take a method of shock value of saying things that'll make people look up, and then he's giving and then he's dropping the knowledge behind it. That's the message that man chose. But on the ground, we working. On the ground, I can vouch for him on the ground. That's who I know. I mean, I've never talked to that guy. I've never talked to the internet guy. If I talk to him today, I'm talking to the man that's working on the ground. Yeah, you don't have to like his internet character. It ain't for me. He definitely not marketing that character to me. I just go the other way, right? And I'm good at going the other way because we go the other way all the time. We celebrate our celebrities that are vulgar because we get caught between celebrating Black success, the things we tolerate just to see some Black success, y'all. The things that we look the other way at just to see some Black success. It is amazing to me, right? It's amazing to me. Our children live a vulgar. There are Black children, not all. There are Black children out here that live a vulgar existence. They live a vulgar life. They live a profane life. If you ride around and just listen to the radio, go to the Black station, and you'll hear vulgarity. Like you'll hear some nastiness on the radio. Embedded in our culture. The strength of the crocodile is in the what? It's in the water. And the weird thing about Brother Charleston is it's a trip. I'm out here in South Carolina. I've had young men in South Carolina come up to me and ask me, every time I say I'm from Texas, you know Charleston White? And I say, yeah. And I've had youngsters that's in the streets. I ain't talking about youngsters that's on the computer and all that. I'm talking about youngsters that's in the streets. Say, man, I like what he be saying, Uncle Trip, but I like what he be saying. And then we get into a conversation, taking it to another level. See, I'm the type, even with Umar Johnson, when everybody was piling on Umar Johnson and things like that, right? But because I work on the ground, if I run into somebody and they say, yeah, I like what Umar be saying, I'm not finna bash Umar because I know what Umar says lines up with what we say. So I'm saying, oh, for real? So what do you think about African-centered education? Because I done pulled some students out of having conversations about Umar Johnson. Y'all see where I'm coming from? We get caught up in characters. We get caught up in caricatures of people. You know what I'm saying? But for me, everybody's a tool to create a safe space. Everybody's a tool to create a safe space. The strength of the crocodile is in the water. And we need to hit this thing from all angles. Everybody's not everybody's cup of tea. It ain't supposed to be like that. But what are you doing? What are you doing? If CW is a threat, what are you building to offset the threat? See, we throwing words at stuff. Throw actions at it. If you don't believe Umar's building a school, you build a school or find a school to build or support. What are we doing to build the safe spaces? We can talk about what's wrong all day long, but we need to be building. We need to build safe spaces, y'all. We got to get to work. It's about the work. And the work is fun. I love what I do. If I could, I would advertise this life. People look at me be like, y'all struggling. It's been look at how they do it and had to move from here, move from there. I'm gonna tell you what's moved us. The movement has moved us. I'm good if I'm in Fort Worth. If I'm in Fort Worth, I don't have to worry about anything. I can go get a job. I need to get a job, the whole 9 yards, but I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission. And my pledging allegiance to this mission has taken care of me, taken care of my family. Even when we struggle, we comfortable. I remember this one time when we first came back from Houston. After we went down to Houston, we helped the Prince family start the Prince Circle of Legends Academy. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Jay Prince, shout out to Ashley Prince. We did some great work together, and we're gonna work together again. But I remember when we first came back to DFW, you know what I'm saying? We ain't have nothing. We didn't have anything, right? Right? We were transitioning from Houston, trying to get ready to come out here to South Carolina, but I had to get back on my feet first. Right? I know Dr. Bob said, I don't see straw, I see freedom, mission, and peace. I say, right? When we was getting on our feet, I got back to DFW. I'm like, okay, let's do Temple for a little bit. Let's do Temple. Maybe we'll start the school up here. You know what I'm saying? Find another spot. Boo, 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 boo. Man, I went to start Temple and nobody came. Now, y'all remember all them pictures? Y'all remember Temple, the Temple of New African Unity, right? Right? Those first few years, 2011, 2012, 2013, man, 2019, I started Temple, brought Temple back into DFW. Ain't nobody come. I maybe had 4 or 5 people every Sunday. The folks whose names were corrected, they didn't come. Wasn't nobody coming. Everybody was doing their own thing. Woo woo. Wasn't nobody coming. I'm sitting with my family like, But the whole time we were staying in a luxury apartment because a good friend of mine who I was doing some work with, you know what I'm saying, laced it up because the mission always provides. So while we were getting on our feet, we were very, very comfortable. And the universe took care of us while other people may have been flaking, doing their own thing, not showing no support. The universe provided. Got up enough money, bought me an old truck, hooked our stuff to a trailer, and we drove 1,000 miles to South Carolina, where the universe continues to provide. Because the strength of the crocodile is in the water. I'm in good water. And when you live a life of service to your people, you living in good water. When you serve the community gonna have your back. Trust me, you live in good water. We live in good water. I hope that makes sense to y'all, because it makes perfect sense to me, because I know it's not me. No, man. It's the creator. You can say Allah, you can say Jah, God. It's the creator of all things. It's the universe. It's the ancestors. It's not me. And when you support what we're doing, you're supporting God's work. You're supporting the universe. You're supporting safe spaces. You're cleaning up the water. And I'm honored to be one of those walking in that path. It's an honor. Whatever happens to me from this day on, I'm on house money, because I've been used to bless the lives of others. And I won't forsake that for fame. I won't. Yeah, I've been offered the record deal before. And shout out to my boy Kevin Smith. Shout out to my boy Patrick Bay. Shout out to my boy Zeno G, the whole crew at Puppy Dog Unlimited. My boy Train, LO to G from East Side. Man, we was there. Yeah, y'all don't wait till y'all know. Wait till y'all learn my story. We was there, right there on the door. But this is my calling. My calling is to serve my community. My calling is to build schools for my people. And my calling is to get land for my family. So when you support us, you supporting that vision. You supporting that beautiful vision of a black man and a beautiful black wife with a beautiful blended family coming together and building a beautiful legacy of education, a legacy of love, spiritual awareness, a legacy of peace that's going to be here for generations to come. And that's how hard I have to go. So if I get on your nerves, it is what it is. If I'm bothering you about this Uhuru Academy, it is what it is. I got to offer you the medicine. If I'm spamming you, you know what to do. Just unfollow me. But we got work to do. And like Dr. Ma'at just said, this work is not for the weak. It's ordained work. It's discipline work. And you don't have to be perfect to do it. You just got to be committed. You got to be creative. You got to be willing to learn. You got to be willing to adapt and watch the blessings open up. I'm going to show y'all how blessed I am. I'm going to show y'all just how blessed I am. Man, Black people are beautiful, man. Shout out to the Arms Marketplace. And y'all remember that name because I'm going to be talking a lot about them in a little bit. Shout out to the Arms Marketplace. My brother, Kyrie Watson, young Black man out of Arkansas who is a business genius. All right. Well, he has committed himself to bringing up the Uhuru Academy as he brings up his business. Now, he's gotten into supply chains. He's one of the only Black-owned drop shipping supply distributors in the country that has deals with major manufacturers, right? And he's like, Baba, can I take your school store to another level? And I'm like, yeah, you can. Man, this brother done coached us and got us lined up to where we can sell just about anything that we want to sell. We the plug. I ain't launched it yet, right? I ain't launched it yet. But let me show y'all for example. And I'm just going to show you for example, right? Like right now, I got 41 of these to sell. I got 41 of these free riding electric scooters, you know what I'm saying, to sell. Like, you know, somebody that's in the market for an electric scooter, they need to come to me. We got them. I got 41 of them. Got 41 of them. The strength of the crocodiles in the water. My water just got stronger. Yo, I got Microsoft Surface tablets and computers that I can sell. I can sell furniture. We got a line on raw materials, wood materials, that construction. Oh, we building something powerful. We building something powerful right now. And now is the time to get involved. Now is the time to get engaged. And if you are grassroots and you trying to build safe spaces in your community, I want to work with you. I want to work with you. I want to be your consultant. I want to be your coach. I want to work with you. Because the strength of the crocodile is in the water. If you're ready to pull your babies out of the public school system, I want to work with you. Hopefully the Uhuru Academy will be the program for them. But if not, I will find a program for them. If not, I will coach you in homeschooling and get you where you can do it yourself. I got your back because the strength of the crocodile is in the water. If you got a group of parents and y'all want to start a homeschool co-op or a school, I want to work with you. You don't have to just send money to my school. I want to help you build your school. I want to work with you. The strength of the crocodile is in the water. All right. I'm gonna go. But I'm just letting y'all know, man, that there's work to be done. That we're only as strong as the environment that we are in, and we can do a better job of strengthening our environment. What can you do to make our water cleaner? What can you do? I want you to think about that, because that's what it's all about. The strength of the crocodile is in the water. So don't complain about the music. Don't complain about Sexy Red. Don't complain about Sookie and all of them. You know, we're making them, we're raising them, right? So if you're going to say something, then let's go build a studio in the community that young people can come to for free and do positive music. Let's promote that. Let's let those that want to do positive music fund their shows, fund their albums, buy their music. They'll get better and tighter if you fund it. Huh? What? What I hear is quiet now. It's quiet now. But you'll turn around and say, ain't no positive hip hop out here. That's because you're not investing in it. That's because you're not supporting it. Like we did when we started Sound Incorporated back in 2006 and opened up a studio in the middle of the hood. Had Butler, had Polly, had Stop Six, had Southwest Side, young people from all sides coming into the studio. And if you had a song that you want to record, all you had to do is sit through that life skills class. You can record for free. Young brothers like Jordan Boyle, look him up. Jourdan. Jordan Boyle came through Sound Incorporated. Now he's one of the best video editor, producers, sound guys in the world. He came through our program. Look up Snow the Product. Snoda Product. Look up Snow the Product. Latina, one of the top Latina hip hop artists in the world. She came through Sound Incorporated. We built that. By the time I got to RBG Family Weekend, we'd already been working with MCs and providing bridges. Then we get to RBG Movement, huh? RBG Family Weekend. Come on, y'all. Where else? Where else were RBG artists, conscious artists gathering in one place, having a music festival? We built those stages with our hands. It was an act of service on the part of the Temple of New African Unity, Lone Star RBG, and the RBG Nation. Because the strength of the crocodile is in the water. We wanted to build a system of shows where artists who were kicking that knowledge had these venues that they knew they were going to go to every year. But we did it as an act of service, and we didn't have the economic floor to make sure that it continued to go, even when the leaders had to spread out and do their own thing. And that's something that we got to learn. That's the next evolution. So we need to build that economic floor, because the strength of the crocodile is in the what? It's in the water. We need to convert some of this Black family land that's not being used into independent communities. We need to put schools on the land, farms on the land, industry on the land. But we got to get serious about it. I'm gone. I'm going to get back to class. I hope y'all got something from this today. I hope y'all got something from this today. I want you all to be active. I want y'all to get out. I want to start seeing pictures of after school programs, independent after school programs being started. I want to see posts, RBGs. It's time to get Black together. I want to see some summer programs. I want to see us coming together and buying abandoned houses in the community and making that like the RBG hub. Put a flag outside in the front yard and say, this is the RBG hub. If a few of us come together and put a few dollars together, that could happen. Get that foreclosure list. Few of y'all come together and you pay your dues every month. By the end of the year, your next Kwanzaa, you'll be celebrating opening up your RBG Community Center. That could happen. But we got to focus. We got to stop being so distracted by the internet. Stop being so distracted by arguments and get to work. You're being entertained and you think you're part of something. You're not. Let's get out here and build for our people. The strength of the crocodile is in the water. I appreciate those who check me out for a little bit today. I know y'all working, right? I am too, kind of, but don't get mad at me that my students have so much leadership that I can lead a classroom and I can trust that they're getting the job done. That's just what the Uhuru Academy is. And the Uhuru Academy online is enrolling, all right? It is enrolling. All you have to do is go to uhuruacademy.com. You can liberate your children from the public food system right now. Right now. By going to uhuruacademy.com, checking out UA online and enrolling. I also want to remind you about the Global Community Kwanzaa celebration, December 26th through January 1st. Every day of Kwanzaa, we will be going live from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern time on each day of Kwanzaa, celebrating the principles, doing global candle lighting. Our students from all over the world will be involved in the ceremony. So we're getting ready for that. We look forward to having you there. The Uhuru Academy online Global Black History course is about to jump off. We're kicking off our next round in January. You're more than welcome to sign up for that at uhuruacademy.com as well. And Operation Reconnect. You know somebody 16 and up that stopped out of school. They need to enroll in Operation Reconnect. They can earn an accelerated high school diploma, but most importantly, they're going to develop a life plan. A comprehensive life plan before they graduate. Y'all, I'm working. And the tripped out part about it is I ain't working hard enough. This is me in Cadillac mode. I'm finna come back outside. Oh, Temple about to jump off. Oh, speaking engagements, I am available to speak. Now, you want to bring somebody in during Black History Month? Bring me in. I'm ready. Put me in, coach. We're training teachers as well. Bring me in. Like I say, I don't just complain about the public school system. I work with the public school system. I'm willing to go inside the public school system, train teachers inside the public school system. Right? I'm not anti-public school, but I am pro accountability. And we have to put that accountability piece there. It's a public school. Those are our tax dollars. We're the boss. That's just something for you to remember. So we can decide what our children learn. We have the power to do that. So I'm honored. I go into public schools. I teach children how to, I teach teachers how to take a vision development approach in the classroom. I give them tools and resources just to change the culture of the school. Had the honor of teaching at one public school district, trained all the teachers in Texas, and they near the top of the list in graduation rates. I'm not saying it's just because of me, but we got a little bit of something to do with it. I'd like to shout out to Mr. Sean Gales, an Uhuru Academy instructor trained by us, who's teaching the Katherine Johnson STEM Academy in DeSoto, Texas. His class has been #1 on the state test for 2 years in a row because of the approach that he takes in the classroom. So I'm not talking to you about something that I'm just talking about. I don't conceptualize. I put things into action and then I tell you the results. I'm a scientist. I need to chill. I need to start writing books. I'm going to take a break and write about what I've seen, right? Because, man, this is that work. Anyway, man, I love you. I don't mind telling you the strength of the crocodile is in the water. Won't you join me? It's on. This has been the Morning Bill. I'm Baba Amin Ojuwo. Peace.